Imagine waking up and discovering that no one around you questions anything anymore. The world is racing, shouting, spitting data from every corner, and our mind, once a powerful tool, has become a decorative object. What happens in a society where critical thinking dies? Simple. Collective stupidity is born. A mental pandemic where you stop thinking, swallow everything, and smile. And the ones pulling the strings want exactly this: an obedient, switched-off population. Do you want to stay switched off? If you clicked on this video, I doubt you want to stay switched off. Thinking today is a dangerous act. Those who reflect slow down, break patterns, disturb, and the system doesn't want disturbers. Algorithms only give you what comforts you. Schools teach you to repeat, not to explore. Chomsky said it clearly. They want you manipulable, docile, blind. The truth: intelligence is scary. Just asking one real question, is it really like that? And you're already a problem. Critical thinking has become a virus to be eradicated, and the media and social bombardment pins you to superficiality. The brain can't handle all this noise. It simplifies, copies, follows the crowd. It seeks approval, not truth. It's the perfect trap. A viral post becomes the gospel everyone talks about. Not because it's true. Truth doesn't matter. It matters because so many people shared it. It's brainwashing. Don't be surprised if stupidity spreads. It's designed, not natural. And as we lose the art of truly reading, truly thinking, truly living, we become puppets who react instead of understanding. The real emergency is mental laziness, that discomfort you feel when something challenges your certainties. Truly thinking tests you. It forces you to stop lying to yourself. And in a culture that worships identity, admitting you might be wrong is almost heresy, so we lock ourselves into our groups. We recite slogans, we cancel those who don't conform. Zero dialogue, zero depth, just toxic echoes of things heard and parroted, with switched-off minds. When you don't understand how something works, always ask who benefits, and you'll understand everything. My grandfather used to tell me since I was a child. The ones who benefit are those who need a mass that doesn't ask questions. That's why thinking today is a moral duty. We need to look deeper. Let's go back to the root of the problem: school. School doesn't train free minds. It trains future obedient workers. You're judged on memory, not thought. They reward those who conform, punish curiosity and difference. The message is clear. Don't think, repeat. Don't explore, obey. And this pattern continues outside school, at work, in media, even among friends. Saying what you think is dangerous. They silence you and label you instantly. Inconvenient, exaggerated, divisive, always the same. But staying silent over time becomes complicity. Truly thinking is scary, because it implies responsibility. And most people prefer the group's alibi to the burden of freedom. So we hide in comfort, scrolling, reacting, distracting ourselves. We become toy soldiers, easy to program. Social media is the perfect cage. Born to connect, now they fuel anger and propaganda. Every platform is designed to hypnotize you. They push you to react with your gut, not reflect. They reward hate, not truth. And us, the vast majority of us, are in it up to our necks. Truth doesn't matter anymore. As long as it's viral, as long as the tribe likes it. But you can break the pattern. How? With uncomfortable questions, with the courage to admit you might be wrong, with the hunger to understand, not to be right. Socrates knew it. True wisdom is knowing that you know nothing, and yet today humility is a crime. Everyone wants to speak, no one listens. Real thinkers, they stay silent, observe, grow, the only truly free ones. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, which means we should listen twice as much as we speak, wrote a Greek philosopher, Zeno of Citium. And when you stop thinking, you're done. You're a puppet. Your strings are pulled by those who want you unaware. Companies profiting off your time, politicians feeding on your reactions, institutions living off your obedience. But if you take back control of your mind, you see the deception, you recognize the propaganda, you reject the lies. And that moment, it's a damn revolution. The same spark that ignited philosophers, scientists, revolutionaries. The ones who never gave in to the dogma of single thought. Are you willing to really do it? To risk everything for the truth? Stay here, because we're about to enter the most treacherous zone of all. The mind. Even the brightest fall into cognitive traps. Why? Because there's no time to really think. So we cling to mental shortcuts, slogans, stereotypes. Manipulators know this. Politicians thrive on it. They give you simple answers, strong emotions, lies that sound like truth. The brain, once hooked, defends the belief with claws. It's called the confirmation bias, and it glues you to your beliefs like an invisible prison. The more you believe something, the more you only seek what confirms it, while everything else becomes an enemy. Even if it's true, that's the poison of thought. When was the last time you looked for evidence against what you believe? That's not weakness, it's honesty. But ignoring these dynamics is the real danger. Then there's groupthink. The desperate need not to be excluded. We give up judgment, truth, just to stay part of the group. It happened in corporate disasters, historical tragedies. The pandemic from a few years ago. Almost no one, I mean very few, dared to say, I don't agree, because it takes guts, not just brains, to stand up to the herd. But history isn't written by conformists. It's changed by those who think alone. Galileo, Darwin, Nietzsche, Jung, Martin Luther King. Hated, mocked, but real, free. And you, if you feel lost, anxious, and empty, it's because you've lost touch with your inner voice. You're no longer with your questions. You've handed them over to Google, to trends, to the feed. But no algorithm can tell you what's true for you. No crowd can replace the clarity that comes from within. Want it back? Then train yourself. Think about what's influencing you. Are you ready to change your mind? Are you reflecting or just reacting? Learn to hold two opposing ideas in your mind without exploding. That's the real mental muscle, the real strength. Jiddu Krishnamurti, great spiritual philosopher, said to understand the infinite, you need silence. And that silence today is a revolutionary act. Critical thinking can't be bought with a click. It's built by reading, listening, doubting, by rejecting mental laziness. Remember, when everything sounds too perfect, it's a trap. If everyone around you believes something without question, it's time to stop and question everything. Not to rebel for the sake of it, but to understand. Because today, truly thinking is a public service. It's the foundation of freedom. Change starts with one who, instead of repeating, reflects. In this silent revolution, whether you like it or not, that one can be you. And now comes the heart of it all. The most uncomfortable and powerful truth about why we're stopping thinking, and what you can do, not just to resist, but to become a beacon in the dark. Critical thinking starts with you. Do you really want to understand? Then question every certainty. Why do you believe what you believe? Where does that idea come from? What inside you is afraid to lose it? Only those who dare to ask these questions enter a new world. Not just knowledge, wisdom. And today, wisdom is the rarest thing. While everyone runs toward easy answers, you learn to stay with the real questions. Where there's noise, bring silence. Where there's a herd, bring freedom. This is the invitation. Stop being products and become the creators of our own minds. No school will do it for you. No system, no app. It's your responsibility. But if you accept it, vision opens up. You begin to see what's true from what's sold as true. You see the difference between education and indoctrination, between authentic connection and theatrical masks. You start to lead, without needing to please everyone, but with depth. In a hysterical world, you become presence. In a world that screams, you are the voice that listens. In a world that performs, you are real. The world doesn't need more opinions. It needs free minds. Minds willing to say, I don't know, but I want to understand, want to change something. Start with how you think. Collective stupidity isn't the disease, it's the symptom. The result of a tired, distracted, fearful society. But every time you choose to think, you break that chain. Every time you reflect before reacting. Every time you ask instead of follow. Every time you choose truth, even if it hurts, you take back your power. And at the end of all this, remember, the most revolutionary act you can do today is to stop and think. If this message made you resonate, share it with someone who deserves it. Someone who has ears to hear. There's a silent revolution growing. Not of shouting, of awareness. Not of anger, of awakening. And it begins every time one person dares to ask the most uncomfortable question. Today, that person is you. Stay curious, stay awake, and if you like, see you in the comments. The video you see on screen is perfect to continue your journey of growth and discovery. Because always remember, leaving the herd sets you free.